Okay, so why am I making a NaNoWriMo vlog in the middle of November as my first one? I originally didn't think I was gonna vlog because I didn't think I was gonna be able to actually do a proper novel and write out everything, because every time I'm out of breath. I'm seriously out of breath. Every time I need to talk to a camera or have to like turn on and be like present in the moment, I get like tightness in my chest and it really freaks me out. I just don't. It freaks me out. Okay, you know what? We're fine. We're fine. Okay. So yeah, for NaNoWriMo, I honestly didn't think I would be able to write an entire novel. You know? Because I tried NaNoWriMo before and my writing habits have been terrible. You know, I'll get inspiration for a story, I'll write a couple hundred words, and then I get bored because I don't know where it's headed, so then I get stuck. Then I'm like, okay, whatever, done. Let's just forget about it and move on. Also happens when I actually plot out entire novels. That part I can do pretty fucking well. You know, I can do characters, plot, inciting incidents for days. I can do midpoints, climaxes, internal story, external events, everything. I'll have it all plotted out, scene by scene by scene, and then still when I go to write it, I'm just like, and then I just get bored and I just don't write it. I just don't. So this November, I assumed that it was gonna be like all the other times. You know, I'd get a couple thousand words in at most, and then I would just give up because I have nothing to say. I have nothing I want to write. And turns out I have been doing very well in NaNoWriMo, surprisingly. And I was doing very well. I was actually ahead of the game, which is crazy. It is what? It is November. It's November 13th, Tuesday, November 13th, and I have 22,000 words, which is pretty good. I didn't write anything basically yesterday, which was the first day I didn't write, which is kind of crazy to me because like my writing habits aren't very good. You know, this is like the first time in my life where I've been doing, you know, consistent writing, like over 1,000 words every single day, and it's kind of blowing my mind that I've been able to do this. And I think it's because of my workload at school, which is kind of crazy, because especially me, when I have a lot that's on my plate, I get very overwhelmed very easily and I tend to just like shut down. And it's like I can't go hang out with my friends, I have work to do. I can't watch TV, I have work to do. But, you know, I procrastinate all the time, so then I watch TV and then feel very guilty that I'm procrastinating, so there's that. And I just like, I don't take on any other things besides the work that needs to be done in school. I've been like that my entire life, but for some reason, this month I've been doing like my writing sessions so incredibly well. And it got to the point where it was like, I was treating it as schoolwork. I couldn't go to bed until I reached like at least 1,700 words, because that was my writing for the night and I needed to get that in before midnight, and I kind of implemented it and pretended it was part of school. So I think that's why I've been able to do it so easily, and it's been on the forefront of my mind as well. So it was always like, get words down, get words down, get words down. I was always thinking about writing, and it kind of like helped me do that. And it was going so fucking well. It was going so fucking well. Oh my god, like I had... Okay. This is gonna be all over the place. But my original idea for NaNoWriMo was obviously to be a rebel, because I can't do like the typical... it won't work for me. It just... I tried, it won't... No. Okay. So my thing was, okay, I have 4 story ideas that I've been working on and off for the past couple months. And instead of just like choosing one and rolling with that, I decided to do all 4, because if I get bored with one, I can switch off to another and get words down for that one. And very quickly, like within the first 3 days, I realized that there was only one novel I wanted to focus on, which was the Portal fantasy novel that I was writing. And I didn't really do a lot of plotting for this. I actually plotted another one, which I ended up like pushing to the side because the Portal one kind of like took on my interest more. So I decided just doing one. And so my writing process has been very strange for this because I only had a general idea of what I wanted to do, like a one-sentence synopsis of my novel. And that was basically all I had. And the most important part that I'm going to be speaking about is that it's a dual timeline novel, which I thought would be fine. I didn't even like second guess it. I didn't really ponder it. I was just like, oh yeah, I'll write timeline is gonna have past and present, you know, but before he goes to this world, and then how he matures in this world, and then once he's back home, how he copes with that, wanting to go home, and like all the people he meets, and like it'll be fine. It's just past, present, it'll be cool. Yeah. And I was doing very well. I was writing at least 1,700 words a day, which is crazy good for me. And then I came to the realization of, oh shit, how do I plot a dual-timed timeline novel? I have no idea. Do I make it one plot and it encompasses both the past and the present continuing? So is it just like one plot that I kind of work on? Or do I have to do separate plots and kind of intertwine them and make sure every beat is getting hit at the same time, in the same timeline? Genuinely no idea how to do that. I haven't even read a dual timeline book before. I don't know what compelled me to write a dual timeline novel for my first novel. And this is like never going to be published. It's never going to see the light of day. This is just like me trying to write a novel because I've wanted to write a novel for so fucking long, like over 10 years. And I've never like actually done it. So yeah, it was going great up until yesterday when I had that sudden realization of like, oh fuck, how do I plot a dual time novel? And now I'm so stuck. I don't know. And like my thought process is, okay, so I kind of plotted out everything that happens before. You know, before he goes into, like my main character, before he goes into the doorway to an alternate dimension. You know, I have his knot. You know, like what is holding him back and what he kind of learns throughout the process and betters himself as, if that makes any sense. If you know anything about writing, you know what like knots are. It's just like that one character flaw that kind of they either overcome it and become better people, or they succumb to it and there's just a tragic ending. So I know his internal story. I've worked on that a lot during this past week. And so that I'm fine with, but then there's the external story where there's things that have to happen outside of his control to kind of reflect his internal journey. I have no idea what that is. All I know is that I don't want it to be this like huge action-packed kind of like Alice in Wonderland through the looking glass ending. You know, I don't want it to be just this massive battle. Or is that the first one? I don't know. That's like, so then like what else do I write? I have no idea. And then for the present timeline, which I literally just forgot about, you know, like I knew I was going to have to write in the present because that was what I wanted to do. That was like my first thought while writing this book, is that I want dual timelines. But I just did basically the entire internal plot of the past timeline and just thought nothing of the present timeline. So it's like, are they supposed to have the same internal journey because they're happening at the same time? Or is he changed because of his past events and now there's something new he has to work on? why the fuck, for my first fucking novel, did I choose to do a dual timeline novel? I don't know. And now I have this huge crisis, and I'm literally stuck. I don't know what to write about anymore. And for the present external conflict, nothing, no idea. All I know is that he meets new people, and he's kind of coping with being back in his real world and being without vampires and magic. And he really doesn't know what to do with himself, because in that world he really thrived, and in this world he just feels like a huge fucking misfit, you know? And that's his internal conflict. It kind of has been that for that's his entire fucking emotional journey, whatever. But external, I struggle so much with plot. Like, characters, I'm okay with. Characters I can fuck with. You know, emotional shit, I'm down, because I'm such a, like, oversensitive, like, mushy, soft little being. I'm just, like, I'm so driven to characterly driven stories that's kind of, like, what I gravitate to write as well. So external stuff, I'm at a loss. I'm like, I don't know what to do. So, yeah, here's my conflict with, getting, like, halfway through NaNoWriMo and hitting this huge fucking wall, because I genuinely do not know what to fucking do. And I was doing so well. I was so proud of myself. I was like, damn, look at me go writing all these motherfucking words. And I'm doing, like, all, like, the NaNoWriMo, like, live chats. I'm going fucking hard. I'm doing my schoolwork, which semester 3 is the toughest semester of the entire thing. The workload is insane. And I'm writing a fucking novel during this. And it's nearing the end of the fucking semester. How? I don't know. I'm kind of killing it. I'm doing pretty fucking good. I'm flabbergasted with myself that I'm actually, like, accomplishing it. And I got an eyelash in my eye. But yeah, now that I've hit this wall, I'm like, okay, now this is what I feel every time I try to write a novel, or every time I try to write a short story. Like, I have hundreds that I've started, and maybe, like, 5% I've finished. And now NaNoWriMo's not going so good anymore. It's been 2 days. It's been 2 days since I've hit this wall, and, I genuinely don't know what to do. And I think my focus should be on, obviously trying to come up with a plot, so really brainstorming that and just, like, writing a few different scenes or, you know, synopsises about, like, what could happen and, like, what ifs, and focusing on that, like, getting some plot brainstorming down. But as well as I can focus on developing my character as well. So there are things I can still do while I'm trying to figure out what the fuck to do with this novel, because I'm at a loss. And every single book that I read about writing is not about writing a dual timeline novel, so I don't even know if it applies to me. Yeah, so I decided to make this vlog because I wanted to procrastinate and talk about NaNoWriMo, because now it's fucking kicking my ass, and I don't know what to do. And I'm looking down at the fucking, my stats here, and I was doing so good. I was, like, ahead of the freaking line. I was about to hit 25,000. I would have hit 25,000 if I didn't freaking give up yesterday and today. I would have hit 25,000 halfway. Yeah. So I don't know why this is pointless of me to make, but yeah. I hope NaNoWriMo's going a lot better for you than it is for me. There's no moral at the end of the story of this vlog. It's just me spouting a whole bunch of crap and just procrastinating, because I do it so well. I think I should actually get back to writing. The hesitation. I don't want to. I really don't want to. Well, maybe you'll see me vlog again, and I'll be in better spirits and have a little bit of a clearer path during this lovely, lovely, lovely month of writing. First snowfall was today though, so that's pretty great. I was actually very happy about that. I waited in the cold for like 20 minutes for the bus to come, and it was kind of like a snowstorm, and I was listening to Stephen King's It, so all around good time. Yeah. So, silver lining, it was great today walking in the snow. It actually was. I was just cold, but I really like the snow. I think winter is like one of my favorite seasons. I know. I should stop procrastinating, shouldn't I? Yeah. Okay. Wish me luck, and I'll vlog again. Hopefully I'll have a bit more insight next time. Okay. Awesome. Just fucking turn off the camera.